Good morning everybody and welcome to House and Garden Clipper episode 166. Sorry this episode's been a little bit delayed. I was a bit under the weather. Anyway, I think we're heading back to the variable woman's house and we're going to finish off her garden. We are doing an American garden because we're moving the Johnson family in, and that is where we're at. We did most of the front yard, and I think we did the side as well. I think I had some graveling to do, and we also had to put in the pool furniture, the barbecue area, and maybe do the backyard. Oh no, that might also be done. Yeah. So we're just going to start the day really light and easy. We're going to do some graveling to keep this a low maintenance yard because these things will be an absolute pain to mow around. We're going to pop the pool furniture in here. We're going to do a barbecue area here. Oh, that's right. We have a children's playground to put in. I still can't get these tiles, or I haven't been able to get these tiles to sit. Oh no, coming back has helped with that. Okay, cool. Let's try this again. No. So I'm a little bit off on that. That's me, not it. No. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I'm not going to be able to get these just to sit nicely in there. That's okay. Alright, we tried. We got one down. That was a start. Oh, that's right. And this tree is still stuck in the fence because I can't do anything with it, and I don't think I can sell it either. Yep. Okay, so there's no way I can fix this particular mistake. I'm just going to have to live with it. Oops. And I think this tree is in pretty much the same predicament. So that's going to drive me nuts. But it is what it is. You just do what you can. We are going to go probably starting in this corner, I think. And we'll work our way around. And when we get to the kids' playground, we'll pop that in. And then we'll do the barbecue area. And then we will do the, what do you call that thing? The pool area. And I'm doing surfaces. We are going to go into stone aggregate. I'm just going to get a brief peek at what the color scheme on the house is. So we're looking mostly at these colors. I think what we're going to do is this two colored gravel in the square. And we're going to keep it pretty light. We're going to keep the large stone size because, I mean, it looks nice in the smaller stone sizes as well, but I like that large chunky stone size. It'll help with moisture retention as well to a certain degree. The only downside is that your light and heat refraction coming off this stuff is pretty incredible, and from that point of view my personal preference is bark or tan bark or yeah, just some kind of natural bark, because it gives it a more natural look, but it also doesn't refract the light and the heat, which is maybe more an Australian problem than either a Northern Hemisphere problem. But when you're getting temperatures of 40 degrees and you've got this U-Butte shiny surface, it's not a really great thing for being outside in. So yes, it looks good on this house. I just wouldn't use it in a design online. I would use it if a client asked, if I had that kind of client, but I don't. Anyway, so yeah, so this is the stone aggregate which we'll put down here, just pretty much to keep the grass down. But it will serve the purpose also of retaining a little bit more of the moisture as well in the soil. The mulch or bark, or mulch with bark on top even, would be better because you would also be looking after the soil underneath. So if you ever changed your mind and decided you wanted a garden, you would have a better chance of that, of having good soil to put that garden into. And you would still retain your low maintenance as well, but you'd cut down your heat refraction and increase your water retention. So anyway, gravel done on this side, and down in here we'll just get this bit done as well. It's not really my style of garden. Every time I do this, I'm like, oh, I could put flowers in here and I could run a... No. We're doing this for a specific client, family, and style, and that's what we do. But I like it as a different look. On the upside too, you wouldn't have the problem of having trouble mowing your grass and then getting snakes in. That may also be an Australian problem, but it might not be. There are other places that have snakes that like to come into the garden. Okay, that bit's done. It does look better this way too. I'm just looking back at it. What I'm going to try and do is just get this irritating little bit of... No, okay, I can't get that to do what I want it to. I was hoping to gravel right up to the fence to make it look tidy so we don't have that annoying little patch of green. So that's okay. I am using the square for straight edges. You can actually do this with a round as well and get some nice curves if you're not using paths as your border. So you can freestyle it with the circular gravel laying tool. Here we go. Oops. That's not quite what I wanted to do. I'm a bit derpy on the mouse controls. Thank you. Alright. So yeah, so you can get away with an American garden of just putting in the... I'm just gravelling right up under the hedge too. Of just putting in the conifers and mowing the lawn. But I just like the look of having the extra gravel in. I'm wasting an incredible amount of cash on this because unlike tiles and paint, you can gravel over the bits you've gravelled over before, which means that you're putting down more gravel than you need to. Well, that's right, I had to put a tree in this space, didn't I? I knew that. We'll come back and do that in just a tick. Try not to put it into the hedge so I don't have another eyesore in my garden. That is just so annoying. Alright, and it's not going to let me gravel up to it. That's okay. I'm sure the Johnsons can fix it up, given that they're in that world and I'm not. There we are. So they have talked about with House Flipper and Garden Flipper, they've talked about using the about actually having what you put in the garden affect your buyers, and I'm really looking forward to that. You know, have I guessed right? Do the Johnsons really like American gardens, or would they have preferred a modern garden? Do they like having kid stuff in the garden? At the moment, I can put kid stuff in the garden for people like Dolan Trusk and Victoria or Veronica. What's her face? The art lady. Where is she? Veronica Lipston. And they don't say a thing about it, even though they hate having kids stuff anyway. So I'm really looking forward to a time when if I put kids stuff in the garden, I'm going to get upset clients. You know, we need a tall thingamywhatsit to go in there, don't we? So let's see if I can... Oh yeah, alrighty. Which particular tall thingamywhatsy did I use is the question. Maybe it was that one. See, this is why you do all your plants in one go. If you don't, you forget what you used. Or was it this one? No, I think that's the tall one I've got stuck in the fence. Okay. Was it this one? I'm not seeing any of them with the distinctive grey-green foliage is my problem. Okay, so maybe not that one. Okay, now there it is. Maybe it's that one. Let's have a look and see. It is and it isn't. All right. Well, it's a Juniperus scopulorum blue arrow. Let's see if we get that in the bigger size. Small. Okay, so we'll go for that one. So that's a Wichita blue. There's our blue arrow. Let's try that one. Okay. Maybe it really was the big one. Let's have a go with this one. Right, it's our blue arrow. Alrighty, let's just pop that thing there. We'll put that straight in. We won't faff about with doing mass plantings. We'll just go with the whole. Let's get this plant in and looking beautiful. Alright, now I have that irritating gap covered. I need to put something in here as well. I'm going to put one of those in. I'll just pop it to one side. Hopefully I'll be able to see it outside my... Nope, that didn't work. Never mind. Alright, so I think this time we're actually looking for a column cut, and we're looking for... Might have been that one I just did actually. Yep, I think we're going for this one. Yay! Alright, let's pop that one in. I like the little tips up in the... actually, you probably can't see it because my big buff head is in the way. We might fix that next time. I'm going to just try and remember to move my inset down so that you can see the tips up in the corner. Basically, you get them and they tell you when you can cover the plant with soil and when your hole is dug and when you can water the plant in and when your planting is successful. So, alright, that means this section is completely done, except for this irritating plant that I can't put in the ground. Okay, let's go back to our main board. We'll grab our two-tone gravel, and we'll just finish off this part here. So yeah, my only concern with this garden is if I was planting it in a really hot place. While I've cut my watering down by quite a lot, I am going to get a lot of heat refraction, which is going to have to be counted. So if I'm in an already hot climate and I'm making a lot of heat refraction, it's going to cause my life to be a little bit less comfortable than it should be. I could ameliorate some of it by using a darker gravel, but then you get heat absorption. I don't know what that does to plants. I suspect it's probably nothing good. Alright, the other thing we want to do is we want to put this gravel all along the back if we can get it to go. Just to avoid having the whole grass thing happening up here. Alright, I'm pretty sure okay, no. Just make sure that we've got everything covered properly, so there's not going to be any sneaky bits of mowing that need to be done. If you can drive a straight line with this, your job is a whole lot easier. Otherwise you're going to have all these little edges you're going to need to wiggle in and out of to get it done. I was going to try and find something that'll fit in that small gap, but I don't think it's going to work. Alright, so we've covered our gravel pretty well. Now we can get to the fun bit. We need to put in a very small... That's just going to drive me crackers. A very small... Right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to move that over there. There we are. Playground of some kind. Seriously. They just won't go. Alright, one small playground. What are our playground options? We have the little spinny thing. What do you call it? It's a merry-go-round. Oh. Okay. We have a sand pit, which if you put a cover on it is good. The neighbourhood's cats can't enjoy it as well. We have some motorcycle spring rockets. How old are the Johnson's kids? Let's have a quick look at their age, because I think some of them are quite like getting into that kids' playgrounds aren't cool man stage. Alright, so what do we got? We've got... Now, these guys look young enough to enjoy a playground. She might not. She might enjoy the pool more. But and Grandma's probably going to definitely enjoy the pool a bit more. Okay, so let's I don't think the boys are into dollhouses. They might be. If we did it the right colours, they could have like a little cool clubhouse, but they're probably more likely into this, but that's probably going to be a bit big. Let's have a quick look and see if that'll fit. We'll leave it with the blue. I mean red. Red's pretty good. No, we'll go with the blue because it'll match the gravel. Let's just zip it this way. And we need to put it over here so that it's not near the path. What am I blocking? I'm probably, yep. Okay, and we need to not put it under the eaves of the house. Okay, that's fine. It likes to sit right there. I have a funny feeling this is going to be a disaster, but let's just see how much of a disaster we can make it. Nice, maybe no disaster at all. That would be very cool. Woohoo! All right, we have a slide. You know what? Let's. I just don't like the fact it's coming in. Actually, you know what? We can extend the kids' playground by about one more segment. I think we will. Otherwise, we're going to have kids coming off that slide and ending up in the concrete. That may not be such a good thing. So we'll go back to our surfaces. We'll just grab our sports surface and our 100 by 100 squares. And we'll just pop these down in here. I'm not sure if I can get them. Oh yeah, I can get them to overlap nicely there. Alright. Now see, all of them behave nicely. Why can't you two just cooperate? Finally! Alright, can this one do the same? Of course not. There always has to be one. Okay, we're just going to leave that as a garden feature. Mind your toes and don't stub them. Okay, now the kids are not going to end up on the concrete when they hit the end of the slide. That's probably a good thing. Let's go with a fence. There is only one kind of... I mean, we can put in more adult fences, or we can go with the crayons. I think I've done the crayons a bit before, so we might go with something... That kind of looks kind of cool. I've never tried those. So what's a cross fence do? Let's make it white because the only gate we can have is white. I guess that means we are putting in a gate though. So the only gate we've got is the Rio. Hopefully they'll add some more gates in. That would be really cool. Just some simple gates that match the fences. Just slice out a bit of the playground here. What I want to do, that is a freaking menace. Alright, let's try this gate thing again. Basically the problem was that the yeah, I could be wrong, it might not have been that. No, see, that just defeats the whole purpose. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll put that there. Put that back in its spot, even though it's never going to fit. There's always one problem child. There really is always one. We just sell that, and what we'll do is we'll grab our green sports surface in the 100 by 100 and we'll pop it right there. And then we'll pop in the rest of this fence. So what I really would like to put in here is not this big thing, but like a little gate, just a swing gate or a double swing gate that would match what the fence is, and you could just go through it. But that's all right. You work with what you've got. Alright. Just pivot it using your left shift. I'm probably not going to get a small piece of fence that'll fit in there, but we're going to give it our best shot. Half cross fence. I could be eating my words here. This looks promising. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Just have to work out where I had it that it went green on. There we are. No, we're not mowing the fence. Alright. So now we have our fence. We have divided our yard in a more traditional manner, but that's okay. I can't quite get these pavers and these to sit exactly where I wanted them to. That's fine. So we have a swing. We have a sand pit. We can... I wish we don't have a swing. Oh my gosh, no swing. Well, that has to be fixed. Let's go. Recreation, playground. Is there a swing where they're not going to crown themselves on the fence? No. Can I fit a Dodge carousel in the corner without wiping everybody out? It looks like we'll just pop that over there in the corner. Okay, so the guys have got their cubby house. They've got their carousel so they can spin themselves in insane little circles. And I think they also need the ability to race. So we're going to go with the motorcycle spring rocker. We'll just turn that around so we can see what damage we're doing with the colour. Okay, how was that before? Alright, we will do one blue bike. We will do a, I guess we're going to do a red bike, which means it probably, that doesn't look too bad. Let's do that. I could give it green wheels. No, let's not do that. Alright, there's two kids, two boys. We'll give them. Okay, so now we've got a bit of open space this way. So this area is all done. They have one playground. Let's close that up. We're done with that. I'm going to see if there's something really narrow that I can put down the side in plants. So we'll try for conifers. I'm not going to guarantee getting it though. I can't remember. I think it was the brachiate was smaller than the irregular. And the dwarf shrub was anything but. I mean, this thing is massive. Yeah, see? Huge. That's not a dwarf. That's a half giant. So I'm thinking it's either this little thing here. And we'll go for something. Yeah, that's not a little thing either. What am I thinking? Alright, the brachiate. Was the brachiate my little thing that I was thinking of? Oh, yeah, okay. But does it fit? That's the question. Not where I want it to. I'm not sure I can even get that in that space. Let's just try. Yeah, it's not going to let me do that. Okay. So, no, we won't hammer it. We'll just sell it. It's fine. We'll just find something small and pretty to go in there. Flower beds. They're pretty. Are they small is the question. Let's go for the bunch of. Okay, they won't work in a bunch of. But I can put them in as a single. But, I mean, I don't mind the orange. Can I get something just to contrast with that? Wow, that's tiny. Okay, now this might work. We could do this. I don't know if it's going to lose me points in the garden competition, but it will give me colour. We're not going to do oleander. Oleander is poisonous. It is not friendly for children or anything else. You can't have it with bees because they will make poisonous honey, which is hilarious, but probably not something you want in a garden for kids. So this too may be poisonous. I have to think about that. But anyway, hopefully it's not. But oleander is quite common in a lot of places on the coast where people plant it as a windbreak and completely ignore the fact That it is. A poisonous plant. Alright, let's go with our pretty purple thingamy-whatsits. Whatever, what are they? Silosect Tunadoxa, okay. These I don't know about either. I love this game, it teaches me all sorts of new plants I never knew existed. That's... You can have pretty plants, like... Granted, they're not, what do you call it? They're not conifers. But they are, I just wanted something to fill the gravel on this side, just to make it a little bit pretty. So we just get that bit in. And make sure it's all yeah, I would have preferred to put them in little clusters and clumps. Maybe I should have thought to do that when I put them through. That'll do. Alright, so we need our barbecue area over here. We don't want it too far from the kitchen. Actually, that's probably not going to run anyway. Let's just see where we put the kitchen again inside. Alright, so the only opening into this back area is from the parents' bedroom. Okay, so that's the other reason we've got the gate. So they'll be bringing the food out from the front and putting it down. Let's actually, let's do the deck chairs first and then work the barbecue out around that. I could put the barbecue area here. It is pretty close to the pool though. But given that you'll be carrying any barbecue supplies from the front door around, let's put the barbecue area in this space here. And we'll put the eating area, we'll put something... Actually, no, that's not a good idea. Okay. Got it. We need to put in furniture. We need a kid's kind of setting. Something maybe like that. Actually, that probably. But that also. I like the table numas because they come with the umbrella. It just makes it easier to think of shelter. Shelter, that's just simple. Where's my architecture? Constructions. One simple tent. We'll make it blue to match the slide. That's a lot bigger than I anticipated. Yep, okay, no, we won't be doing that then. Just want something a little bit smaller. Alright, there is no smaller. We're going to go back to our Numa. Because the problem with all of these is you can't put them in the middle of the table. You can set them to one side though. So I mean, even if we grab the Edian, the only problem with these is, actually that's not a bad idea. This will half shelter this spin cycle as well. Pop that there. Yep. We'll grab that there. Okay, let's just move this thing. I know it's going to be moved back, but I just want to be able to put. Okay, so I am going to have to maybe move that out to here. All right, so we're going to put this here. This is like the kids' eating section, and we're going to pop this over here so that it shades both the merry-go-round and the table. And then we're going to put another one in on this side. Right, so I'm thinking that is where it collides with the other umbrella, so So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to move it, if I can, to about here. That just gets them sitting in about the same, in about the same area. So now we have that table mostly shaded. We're going to put the barbecue area up in the top. I'm getting there, but slowly. I like the Vangle because the Vangle has an area for you to put your food. Actually, I might just turn it though, because who doesn't want to see what their kids are up to when they're cooking? And you can get to talk to folk. So we'll put that there. We also need a table, and the best table for that is the Mac. I really don't like the white, but we're doing... Oh no, that's right. We can match it to the Vangle. I don't have to feel guilty. So we just turn that. Alright, so now what you've got is you've got your small cooking area. Actually, you know what? I think we probably need another table in behind there, just to put meat and things on. And just get myself out of the way. Alright, so now you've got a place to put drinks. That's what we need here. We need a drinks cooler to put on the end of that. So you've got your cooking space, and you've got your food stacking space. You've got a plate for people to put plates. We're all good. Alrighty. Not sure I want so much in behind them, but if you've got like... Yeah, that'll work. We'll just leave that as is. There's your barbecue area. That's a place for feeding small monsters. And I'm thinking we might feed the bigger monsters just in front of them. So grab our furniture, grab our Numa, make that one a whitewood. What's the difference between... Okay, that's a pretty big difference. You know what, you could probably just get away with that. No, because there's 6 in the family. Maybe we need a second one of those then. And then we'll need a third umbrella. Okay. The umbrella is going to be the hardest bit to place. Where'd it go? Alright. So basically it needs to... Makes me wish I'd placed the pool a little bit further down. Alright, so the collision is about... Yeah, okay. But it does mean I can put a second table in underneath. So I guess we'll grab that, we'll turn that white again and pop it here. So now what you've got is a really difficult space to navigate when you're walking. Oh no, well, I guess. I wonder if I can move that table just a little bit. Just move it this way, and then see, whoever's sitting on that end seat is going to end up in the pool for sure. We can't do that to them. Well, we could do that to them. Right, what I think is I might put another one over here, and then I might just move that brolly in its own sweet time. And I'm pretty sure it can... Yeah, that means it's colliding with the house. Can I get it just kind of somewhere out of the way, but close to the table, maybe? That'll do. There's our barbecue area. It's going to be there at night, so we probably need some lights for it. We'll grab some... I can't remember if it's under is it? Yeah, decorations. We can go for the solar lamp standard. Oriental. Gothic, classic. No, we will go for standard for this one. Give it a slight blue hue, and we will just make this place a little bit better lit so that everyone can see what they're doing. No, it's not going to let me put them right down the side. Oh, that's annoying. Fine. I'll put one there. I'm just going to have to sit these out. I was hoping to sit them in that gravelled space. But I think there's like a barrier that won't let me do it. Just get that in there. So we've just got the pool space to do, and then I think we'll sell this place. If we can... No, we can't fit them along behind it. Okay, fine. I'm thinking I should have put these lights in where I've got those flowers, and that I'm about to make life awkward for myself when I try and put them in over there. But I mean, pool parties go into the evening, you're going to need your lights. Can I get that? I can get it into the garden. Maybe. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll do. I will put an extra one here. It's probably overkill on the lights, but that's okay. What we need as well are bug zappers, but I don't think there are any of those either. There we go. Alright, so the next thing we need to is if we're going to have lights in the pool part, we are going to need them to light the path as well. We're going to stagger them so it's less likely that your guests are going to walk off the path and into a prickly conifer. Alright, that part of the garden we're not going to encourage people to walk down. We are probably going to need a little bit of light near the front door. Actually, we might not do it with those though. We might do it with some of those outside lamps that we saw. I think there's only one kind, unfortunately. Is that? That's not a wall lantern. No, okay, that's going to need a surface to sit on. That's fine. We're going to put some of those on the table. Alright, so we have a choice of this hanging outdoor lamp, or we could try the hanging outdoor lamp. But what we're going to do is pop it up near the door so that people can see what they're doing. Alright, I suppose I should turn all of these on now. These are generally easier to turn on when you place them, and normally I do. I just forgot this time around. So we'll just pop these in. I think too I'm going to need lamps up in the playground and maybe some lamps where the parents sit. That's better. We just need the deck chairs in, then that area will be done. So we're just going to finish through and get this bit done. and then we'll see how we go. Alright, so we definitely need some lights in here. Probably not right next to that though. Right, I'm going to have the same problem that I had before. I know it seems like overkill, but this is going to be a really well lit corner. Yeah, there's definitely an area preventing me from using that space. Okay. That's right, we want to have just the area around the parents' space fairly well lit so that they can have their own quiet reading corner. And I think that's where I'll leave that, because like I said, this side path isn't really meant for evening access. It's just kind of there for during the day, so I'm not going to light all of that up. I've probably spent way more in the garden than it's going to add to my house price, but actually I don't really care. So we're going to put in some lights in this section as well. But you need it fairly well lit, and really the only time the kids will be playing in this part at night is going to be when parents have a party, or you know, there's some kind of, okay, that's not going to work. Do on. Alright, it's not going to, no idea why that other one won't turn on. Like I said, there's always one. Maybe it's the younger brother in the family. There we go. Alright, pop that way. Yeah, that's a lot better lit. And the last thing I think was the coach lights in this section. Yeah. So we're going to actually equidistant them along that space. Probably put one there. We're going to treat them a little bit like reading lamps. Up the fence, there we go. Oh, that's right, reading lamps. What am I doing? I did threaten to put a few of these down as well. So we're going to pop that one right there, turn it on. Romantic candlelit space. I wouldn't mind having some brighter lights here, but we will put these in. And we don't really need one there. Okay. That will do there. Let's just get the sun chairs in for this. They have added some new ones. I mean, I'm thinking Grandma may like the sapphire lounger better, but I mean, she might also like the ellipse couch too. We might just go with sun loungers and tables, I think. Oh my god. We might not if that's the colour they're going to give me. Okay. I mean, granted, the patterns are more fun. Well, that's pain. It's not what I had in mind at all. The jello. Alright, so we've got a couple of small sun lounges. Fine. We will go with this colour. Oh god, no we won't. That's an absolute eyesore. What does it look like in the blue? Alright, it looks boring in the blue, but it looks like something I can live with. So probably should have put this space up the back and the other one down the front. Alright, let's go with the... And we'll go with a table. That's kind of what we're after. Okay, no, I really don't like these. They drive me crazy. Let's go for something with a little bit more, I don't know, aesthetic to it. So, I mean, I don't mind this one. Now that's not a bad effect. You could change the... Oh, there we go. Change the base, then change the pillow to... that, then use your edges can be more that. I don't like the pillow. There we go. That is a massive lounger though. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that table and just change the colour on it. So grab that, pop that up there in the corner. Grab the table. And we're going to square it. I just can't remember the colour I'm supposed to be using. Alright, let's have a look. It's not that. Grey coffee. Alright, we're going to pop that there. And then I think what we're going to do is I would have liked to have put one sideways, but we might just put a second one in beside it. So actually we'll grab this one and we'll do the same arrangement on this side. Only we'll put that in the corner. And then we'll grab, actually we might do the same for this one too. Ah, wrong buttons. Oh no, that's right, because otherwise people can't reach it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense to me. Kind of. So is she doing it anyway? Yep, okay, that's why I had the table where I had it. Fine. So we're going to put that down about kitty corner. Sometimes you just get under your own feet. It's insane. I'm going to move that to about there. And now I think I can put one of these, no, monstrosities in. So it was grey coffee. No. Actually, yes, the pillow is grey coffee. The base was grey coffee. We left the edges as I think we actually did leave them that colour. The frame we left alone and we used that one there. And oh no, we did use grey coffee for the frame as well. Okay. Not that one. Edges for grey coffee. Alright, let's not change that again for a bit. And we're just going to put one over here. So, the only concern I have with this is given that the daughter is 12 and might want to sunbake, or 13. She's going to have to kick someone off one of those couches. Okay. Unless, of course, we put an ellipse down in the corner here, but I don't know how that's going to go. So we could grab the that and put it here and then mirror it over here. Oh no, this is the builder going for a swim. Alright, I still haven't quite got it right, but that, I think, is where we're going to call this house. It's done as best we can make it. I'm just going to grab a screenshot of some kind. I'm trying to get the pour the water out symbol off. There we go. Okay, and then we might do the same for the table, barbecue area. And then we might put this house into the garden contest and just see how we go. Alright, so submit the garden for the contest. Practical, easy to maintain, low profile evergreen, relaxing and recreation, a patio or gazebo, as well as a barbecue spot and a swimming pool with sun chairs by the side. So we've kind of got that covered. Let's give this place a shot. Left click on that. Awesome. Okay, so it's professional, it's well lit, so those lamps are really important. It's practical and it has a lot of plants. It says nothing about the mowing, but we took out all the grass, so that probably would account for that. We've increased our house value by 50%. So yes. Alrighty, let's put this place on auction and see what our buyers actually think about it. So Giorgio Chamois, 143, he's already above the base price. They're all the Jan Tart family. There are too many rooms. Yes, there are. Jack Tarrington doesn't like our expensive items. The Smoth family like to spend place with the whole family, so they need a family room. Raphael Urco, we've apparently offended the honour of his masculinity by putting in the kids' toys to make our family rooms. That's fine. But what did we get wrong with these guys, apart from me spelling their name wrong? Okay. No big family room. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a problem with them, but that's okay. So they like the fact that there are 2 kitchens. There are 2 kitchens. Grandma can use the second one. Oh, now I'm going to have to go through the house and see. Oh, I can't see what they mean. That's the first time I've seen that comment. So they like the fact that there are 2 kitchens. Grandma can use the second one. 2 children's rooms are enough for us, although if each child had their own, it would be wonderful. So 3 children's rooms for an ideal score for these guys. They need a place for books, so we've given them that. A big comfortable bed, we like this. 4 bedrooms will be enough for us, but we'll have to squeeze 2 kids into 1 room. So that's their complaints. So why don't we see if they'll negotiate their offer up just a little bit. Just go for halfway and see what they think. All they can do is say no, right? Okay, so they don't want to pay any more for the house. That's okay. We're going to still accept their offer. We're pretty happy with that. This is a new feature since the HGTV DLC was added in. So I'm hoping that maybe it's part of the base house flipper as well. I really like seeing the transformations come through. Cool. That's not bad. Okay. Apparently flowers suit well in a utility garden or a crop garden, as it also comes up with. So we've successfully sold our house. We didn't quite make double the price, but that's all right. We now have an account balance of $693,805. What is wrong with me this morning? I mean, technically, I could try and do the moon job in here and just play with that, because that's only worth 482. But it would give us only about 200,000 to play with, and I don't know if that's going to be enough. But we could still buy it, and I could see what the prices are. Yeah, let's do that. I've been wanting to do this ever since I saw it in April. So we'll grab that, because that looks like fun. We might have a really quick tour of it, just to have a look and see what we're facing. The Sloth family on the moon base. We need a room which can be used by the whole family. Danger, Will Robinson. Alright, so we only have 200,000 for this. And flying to the moon. Wow, okay. Just fly me to the moon a bit. See, that's a sight to almost make you homesick, isn't it? The Earth just hanging there. It's wrong. That should be the moon up there. Okay. Alright, so it looks like maybe it's just... Well, someone had a party. Maybe it's just a bit of a thing. Oh, that made so much no sense. There's no airlock. Alright, so as long as that outside containment fence stays up, we're okay. But once it comes down, we're in trouble. So we really need an airlock in this place. That would freak me out. And I'm not going to be able to put a garden in. Alright, so let's just have a look and see what differences there are to our furnishings. It doesn't look like there's a lot. Doors and windows. Yep. Alright, so it looks like it's just going to pretty much be a normal job on the moon. I'm just going to have a quick look in the garden section, because that probably isn't going to be normal. Maybe it is. Okay. Infinity. Occasional. Well, let's have a toddle outside and see what happens if I pretend to put a plant out here. See, everything else is in neat little whatchamathingies. Okay, so we definitely cannot plant things on the moon. That's not going to work. Okay. Okay, well, flowers aren't going to work. There's no moon kind of flower things. So no flowers under glass. This will be interesting. Alrighty. Ah, tab out of that. Right click on that one. So we don't need to mow the lawn at least. Hold to pick up. Ooh, need to open. Nope, the tree does not share its space. Eat it close. That's fine. Alright, so we will work out something on the moon base. It looks like a fairly standard flip. Can I go over there, I wonder? Can I get out of my own yard? No. But you can open it to... Okay, so there must be some way they're containing the atmosphere in this space on its own. I just want to see my arms. Yep, so we're definitely in an atmosphere area. Okay, otherwise we would be kind of exploding and gasping for breath. That would be awful. I still don't like the fact there's no airlocks in this house. So, in our next episode, we might fly ourselves to the moon and do a bit of a moon base renovation and just see how we go with that. But that, I think, is where we'll leave it for the day. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see how we go. And thanks for hanging with me. If you like the episode, please hit like. And if you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. And I will check you later. Take care out there.